Right guys, let's take it for a drive. First thing I'll say, when I get in this car, like I said, it reminds me of the Mercedes CL 500 that we had. It's super comfortable, it's super luxurious. This is a Grand Tourer, it's a GT, it cruises down the motorway so nicely. And yeah, I just don't want to drive it fast. This car makes me want to drive this car a little bit slower and take my time with it. As soon as I put it into sports, yeah, it starts to go. Wow. Yeah, this car, it flies. I can't believe, guys, this is a diesel. At the end of the day, it's a diesel, but it's got a 3-litre twin turbo and it produces 313 brake horsepower. Like, honestly, it takes the road up so nicely. And also, the good thing with this car, I feel really confident driving this car because it's big, it's safe, it's got loads of airbags, like I said before. But yeah, as soon as I got into sports, it just totally changes it. Just makes it more of a sporty feeling car. The suspension stiffens up, the steering wheel's much sharper, and same with the throttle response. As soon as you push it, it just starts to go. And what I like, guys, this has obviously got 2 turbos. So you've got the small turbo, which gets you going initially, and then you've got the big turbo, which kicks in. Oh, look, it just keeps going. Wow. Yeah, this car, it's quick. If you want a car which is quick, you know, sub 6 seconds, 0 to 60, but gives you 35 to 40 miles per gallon, and it's super comfortable, this is the car that you really want to get. Guys, this is why I end up getting this, because I just felt now I got to a point I want to get a newer car, something which is a little bit more grown up, a little bit more comfortable, but still has the power, and this offers it. This has the power and it has the looks as well, guys. I've got to say, the 6 Series is one of the most beautiful looking BMWs. I might be biased because I have one, but this is why I bought it. Tell me if I'm wrong, if you disagree, if you think there's a better looking BMW than this. Obviously, I do love the 8 Series, but prior to that, this 6 Series is the one. It's just beautiful. And when you get inside, you know you are in a luxury car. There's just leather everywhere, nice little bits of like metal. It might be fake metal or plastic, but it just looks apart. That big 12-inch infotainment screen is massive. I love how the speaker pops up when I'm listening to music via my Bang & Olufsen speakers. I love that it's got a panoramic roof. So this car itself is just a beautiful spec, and that's why I went for this. I was going to buy 6 Series eventually, but maybe wouldn't have bought as quick as this one. It's just only when I was browsing online, I saw that this one had all the extras that I wanted, even those LED adaptive headlights at the front, which is super cool. Had all these extras, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it. So it wasn't an impulsive buy, but it was a little bit of spit at the moment that it's a good price, it offers all I want, I'm going to get it. So that's what I did. And at the same time, I could put it back into Comfort or Comfort Plus, and straight away it changes gear. It becomes more, I wouldn't say quieter, the tone's still the same, it's in a lower gear, so therefore it's a bit quieter. Steering wheel's definitely lighter, and accelerator's not as responsive, which is a good thing. You know, sometimes you want to have a relaxing car, this is the way you do it. Think about it, guys, most of the time I do drive this car in Comfort Plus. Let me put it back into sports. Wow. Do you know what it is? It's the torque. This has got 460 pounds of torque, so it's that low-end grunt, just gets you moving. Doesn't even need to have the biggest amount of brake horsepower because it's got so much torque. I mean, think about it, guys. This has got more torque than our BMW M6 in this same shape, the F13. This has got more torque, albeit the M6 is a V8 and it has 560 brake horsepower, but I can't believe in terms of torque, this diesel has more. And the nice thing is, like I said, it's got adaptive suspension, adaptive dampers, so when I go around corners, this car doesn't actually roll. It actually stays really nice and flat, and what's quite good, because it has adaptive dampers, when I go around a corner, what it's doing effectively is pushing this car up slightly, so I'm not tilting like this. It's actually pushing both sides up, so this car stays as flat as possible throughout the whole time of me driving in sports. Yeah. This car seriously pulls. And like I said, guys, this car's completely stock. I mean, from the outside, it might look a little bit more done up, like it's got the black splitters, the black wheels, the black grille. Just looks a little bit more beefier and sportier, especially because it's got the spacers on the wheel, so it makes the whole track of the car a bit wider. But mechanically, nothing's been changed, which I really like. The guy has kept it original, had it serviced by BMW, and hasn't messed about with it. So that's what's nice about this car, that when I get in it hasn't got a really loud exhaust. Look, here's the thing, when I drive the M6, I expect it to be loud and bassy and angry. But when I get in this, I want it to be refined, quiet and chilled. So that's why I'm really glad the guy hasn't messed around with the exhaust. He's kept it stock, kept it original, because he gives the best of both. Looks badass, but it drives nice and comfortably. Put it into eco if you're on a long motorway drive and you want to save a bit of fuel, because this car just dozes along at 70 miles an hour on the motorway, probably at about 1,500 RPM. It's just a chilled car. But if I'm doing the same sort of movement in sports, as soon as I touch accelerator, it's already awake. I push it. You can say the distance of the throttle has been halved to about that much. So it's way more responsive. I will do some more videos on this eventually. I want to do some coding, like with a Kali adapter, so that will happen eventually. And yeah, so far I'm loving this car. So if you're looking for a used BMW, something which is a bit more of a GT, but flies very nicely, great on fuel, has a massive amount of storage in the boot. The boot's huge, guys. You could put like 2 or 3 bodies in there. It's just massive. But like with the back seats, guys, forget about it. If you got children, it's okay. If you are giving a friend a lift, you literally are just giving him a lift. He will probably want to get out of the car as soon as he can, because the back of this car, I'm so surprised, it's tiny. My 3 Series E92, which is a smaller car than this, had bigger room in the back than this 6 Series. The back seats are just... And another thing, guys, which I found out, because this being a coupe, the rear seats don't fold down. So if you've got the Grand Coupe, which is a 4-door version of this, also lovely, the rear seats fold down. But this being a coupe, just remember, the rear seats do not fold down. I'm going to do kick down, guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is nice. That is lovely, guys. Just a beautiful car. So like I said, guys, the 6 Series for me is a car that I wanted. It offers a lot of comforts and luxuries, and it's got the power, and it's got great miles per gallon. You know, like, well, I mean, the full tank is £95, but like I said, I'll get 500 miles out of it. So fuel wise, it's fantastic. And remember, guys, this is on 20-inch alloy wheels. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like I'm almost driving on air suspension. It's so comfortable. It's so quiet. I don't even think I'm driving a diesel. I actually do feel. One of my friends got in it the other day and he goes, "Oh, you bought a petrol?" I said, "No." And don't forget, guys, it's debadged, so he couldn't see that it was a 640D. So he said to me, "Is it a petrol?" I said, "No, it's a diesel." He goes, "Rubbish." I opened up the engine, I revved it, and then he realised, okay, yes, it's a diesel. It's so well sound insulated. You can't hear much at all. So yeah, guys, expect this car to be super comfortable, super quiet, great in fuel, and just lovely. This whole cockpit is massive. Really, really like it.